summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Russell Wilson, 11th season in the league. First, of course, with Denver after a high-profile trade this offseason that saw him dealt from Seattle. Quickly to the air is Wilson. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Texans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
2 yards, good enough for a first. Now it's Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in here by Patrick. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Back is one of my favorite stories in the NFL. A self-made player at every level. He's beat great odds to become a starter in this league. The Broncos love the reliable production he brings them from the number 2 or 3 spot on the depth chart.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. They'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Got a man open, it's Sutton. Touchdown! Courtland Sutton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And Courtland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. This one taken just inside the 10. And he returns this to the 22. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They're led out by the 9th-year starter out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
Defense.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball, and if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense humming here in the early going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Williams. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Wilson. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson, he's got it. Touchdown, Broncos. Chase Edmonds, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. And his throw is incomplete. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Throwing on first down, it's Carr. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Now a play fake. Carr. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Carr to throw again. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are back within a score. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And Dameon Pierce capped things off with a touchdown grab. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Week 2 underway around the NFL. And a reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener. The 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And then tomorrow night a treat, a Monday night doubleheader. Tennessee and Buffalo, 7:15 Eastern. And then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little over an hour later.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Again, Wilson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. He's got room at the 30. A huge play there for Denver. 41 yards. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On play action, it's Carr. And that's complete downfield to Cooks. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the penalty decline, and they will keep the yardage on the completion.
And you can almost see him compartmentalize there throughout the route. Fought hard at the line of scrimmage, a lot of hand checking throughout the route. Great job staying focused on the football and pulling it in through the contact.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Charles, let's get a look at the draft class for this offense. Remember, no first-round picks this year. They traded it away. How much of a detriment is that?
Well, what they're hoping is the reason they traded away that first-round pick, that player won't be a detriment. He'll be an improvement for their team. And now as you get into the later rounds, in the middle rounds of this draft, that's when your scouting comes to the front. You have to hit on those selections.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On 2nd and 7, Carr steps away to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Carr going to throw. And that is incomplete. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kobe Fairbairn comes on. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They're on top here as they come up on a 1st and 10, trying to make amends for that loss week at the hands of Seattle. Here's Wilson. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Wilson's throw caught here by Dulcich. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Able to avoid him at the 40. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
On 1st down, Wilson. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Wilson to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. They go play action with Wilson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And his kick is right there. It's good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And this will be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Broncos are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with great starting field position up near the 50, they might be one completion away from stealing a late field goal here. He'll drop this down to Williams. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. So we're at halftime here in Denver. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. They've got his man complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
On first down, Carr. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the 25 on second down, Carr. His throw incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And Pierce gets it again on second down. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here's Carr to throw. This is caught. Touchdown! Dameon Pierce. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. So that drive in total 8 plays. And Dameon Pierce capped things off with a touchdown grab. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson being chased out left. This will be caught. Judy. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. They give to Williams, running right. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Forced out to his left. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now it's Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80.
Touchdown, Broncos! Jerry Jeudy, a 9-yard touchdown grab, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run from Jerry Jeudy. Houston set to take over. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone would come free.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get him.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get it. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Pierce. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
Here's Pierce.
What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Now Carr, got to have this one. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Odell Beckham, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Broncos are about set to go on offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
They begin the drive with Williams. And some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now left side on the swing pass. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On play action, now Carr. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Now Carr again. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. That's complete. It's Collins. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 35. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Carr to throw again.
Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. O.J. Howard. 30 yards. And the Texans have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Denver Broncos back out there. Former Tar Heel Javonte Williams, we shine the spotlight on him.
He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
He's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just got to have a grin on his face every time his number is called because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
More than one defender there, and that's a... the sack.
The offense on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They are on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, in Santa Clara. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Always got some breathing room. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment. Touchdown, Houston.
Dameon Pierce.
His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Well, the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Finding Sutton.
And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now Wilson. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown.
Greg Dulcich
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. They will take a 7-point lead. So that drive, 4 plays.
And a Greg Dulcich touchdown reception finished that drive off. This one fielded at the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
So Derek Carr in the offense, down by 7, a minute 14 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
Throwing his Carr.
And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Carr.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Palmer, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with the offensive coordinator now as to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is up to 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
And here comes the Texans now.
Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it, and it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Carr to throw.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Now Carr. This ball caught by Mechie.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. One final try now for Carr. And it's caught.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board, both offenses.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something about Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't go.
at my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the Riasi, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boy stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex no day.